Think so? What's up, you guys? What's up? It's live. Is it working? What's going on with everybody today? Pretty chill day, I think. We gonna cover Rivian's earnings right now, and what do I got to say? Yeah, then tomorrow's Friday. I think tomorrow's gonna be the actual play for Rivian. I think it's down after hours right now. So when I look at some of the numbers and also do have some Polestar news, not much. But did have a pretty good day. We'll take a look at that in a second. Rivian's down at 38.50 right now. Let's pull that up right quick. How's everyone doing though? Let me pull this up for you guys. Rivian trading after hours. I think it's down about 2%. Oh, 1%. 1%. Okay, okay. Let me zoom in. I think I don't want to zoom in. Let me see. I'm gonna wait. Usually, it takes a minute for me to get people to join and stuff. If they don't join, then we go on without it. I was gonna get Trippy on here today, but I don't know, he's tripping right now, so I don't know. He might not come on. What do you guys think of Rivian's earnings, and what do you guys think going forward? Valued at 34 billion market cap right now. They brought in, what was it, like 300 million? Let's take a look at those earnings, shall we? So if you guys don't mind, just take a second, hit the like button for me. I appreciate you guys. So Rivian delivers Q2 earnings, what to expect. Actually, a bigger loss, right? What's really good for them, it's kind of really a mixed review, not review, but earnings. They kept up with their delivery numbers. I think it was like 26,000 or something. They're gonna still do about 25,000 this year, but they're gonna basically end up spending more cash. Is this thing working? Okay, yeah, it's working. So yeah, mixed reviews. I think they beat on revenue, but they missed on earnings per share, and basically that's because really, supply chains brought material inflation and stuff. So this kind of prepares uh for Polestar's earnings, I think, a little bit, but also Lucid kind of gave you an idea of how bad, and actually Rivian's earnings weren't as bad as Lucid's because Lucid didn't even meet their deliveries and they cut down, right? So Rivian is actually a much better company, I think, in general. It's a better truck or a better vehicle than the Lucid. I'm not a big fan of the Lucid model anymore. Damn, hold up. Yeah, so analysts expect on revenue to be about 362. Well, that's what they brought in. They were expecting about 330 something or about 340. 340. That's what it hit. One thing that I noticed is their orders is slowing down. I think at the end of June they have 98, but at the end of May I think they only had 90,000. I have a better article. This is probably not the best one. Let me switch over. So I was reading a few articles and I usually just hover through some. This is the one that's, I think, a lot better structured. So revenue Q2s, this is the highlight, the key points. Electric vehicle, they maintain their full-year guidance. So for deliveries, like I said earlier, but they're gonna actually trim on their earnings per share. That's basically, like I said, due to supply chains and everything, and the economy just going on. Joe's here. What's up, man? How's it going? How you doing? What do you think about Rivian? You bullish on Rivian? It's a little expensive as far as like the valuation on it. I think 34 billion, bringing in only like 360 million per quarter. It is growing pretty fast though. I think last quarter we were talking about they only did like 100 or 95 million. So like 300% growth is pretty impressive, but it is pretty pricey as far as the stock price, just based off valuation. Um, so the bad thing is definitely the outlook. Basically, just they're gonna take a bigger loss. And then they had like so that's why I say it's kind of like a mixed review or mixed earnings because their deliveries were there and then their revenue was higher, but the Joe says he doesn't care for it. Oh damn, PSNY for me. Yeah, exactly. Polestar, and actually I think they had a pretty good day. I'm just gonna quickly cover some of Rivian's because I think there's a few things that we can kind of pick up from what's going on with Rivian, and kind of give you an idea of what we can expect with Polestar. So Revenue, I think across the board, didn't Lucid beat on revenue, and that's good because Tesla did the same thing. They beat on revenue, but earnings per share, I think. Let me. I don't want to lie to you guys, so let me pull up the charts real quick. Tesla, I know, did really good, and I think we can understand why it trades at such a high valuation. Let me look at this really quick. So, oops. So revenue, they beat on both actually, but their earnings per share was good. Their revenue is a lot lower though. They did really good on margins and stuff with Tesla. I think that's the thing that you gotta like about Tesla. Just their margins are good. Lucid, I gotta double check real quick, see what they brought in. So revenue is probably something, yeah, so they missed on revenue. 97 million versus 145 for Lucid. Earnings per share is not bad though. I mean, they got that in line. So maybe they, ended up cutting some certain things that they needed to cut off, just be more efficient. But go back to Rivian. So this is actually mixed now that I'm thinking about it. I think maybe they haven't adjusted their system or whatever. What do you think? Am I crazy? They're like taking a lot more losses, or is it maybe because, so it looks like Lucid maybe has a better system, or they adjusted a lot quicker to inflation costs and everything. They adjusted and accommodated all that, right? But maybe it's just taking a little bit longer for Rivian to do the changes that are needed, and also maybe it's just harder for them to change because it's a pretty expensive vehicle, so I don't know how they're getting their parts and stuff. But the revenue is definitely there. It's just the cash burn that's really messing up the company. So this is what I was showing you guys earlier: 90,000 pre-orders as of May, and then 98 as of Thursday, basically. So not very huge growth. I think about 10%. What is that? 8,000 on 90,000. It's like 8 to 10%. I'm gonna do that quick math real quick. I'm pretty sure. Who's the math guru in here? Somebody's the math guru, right? Yeah, about 8%, so 9%. So their revenue, their pre-orders is not growing huge. I thought those would be growing a lot faster. Or is that normal for a company like this? Sorry, I'm trying to grab my water. Confirmed it expects, is it? And I might need to actually zoom in a little bit actually, so you guys can see this stuff better. So I guess the main thing that I would say is still good, like I said, they confirmed their lower reduced guidance from earlier in March, which is good because Lucid, like I said, cut that down again, like second time. So for them to be able to hold at least a reduced guidance is a lot better than what Lucid's doing. And then this is what they're going to be burning. So 5.4 billion versus 4.75. So definitely taking a hit as far as like just losses. And then they also expect about 2 billion in capital expenditures for the full year, which is down from May's guidance of 2.6. Really all that's going to be related to like I said earlier, reflect the current estimates of impacts from its delayed production ramp up, higher raw material cost, and freight. So maybe what happened is they delayed their production ramp up, and so by the time they are actually started picking up raw materials and some of these other expenses, or started getting these contracts and all the materials that they needed, this stuff was actually trading or costing a lot higher, right? So maybe that's what Lucid and Polestar probably, I mean, they've been on board with their ramp up stuff, so they were able to like lock in contracts, I think, maybe at a better deal, and so that's maybe what's hurting Rivian here. So Rivian said on July 6th that it's delivered about 4,000 during the second quarter. So I don't know if is this just for this quarter, or is this fully like cumulative, like all across. Man, their cash though, it's insane. They have $15 billion in cash remaining as of June 30th. So that's insane. That's a really good balance sheet. If they're going to be burning about 5 billion, they have about 3 years to get this shit done. That's actually not bad. So the only thing that's confusing, I'm not sure if this is like just delivered in this quarter, or if it's like overall, since because they started delivering this one last year, the RT1. They started delivering. Let me find the article for you guys. That's not the one. Yeah, RT1 full pickup truck has been first of its kind in the market since July of last year. It even beat out Tesla, of course, and then Ford, even the 150. It's out there. But the thing with Ford is Ford's, I mean, they have all the network, they have everything in place. So even though Ford is behind, it won't take them long to probably pass Rivian, I think. And that's one of the things that, it's kind of worrying. I might need to zoom in here again too. But that's one of the things that's worrying just as a Rivian investor. I'm not trading, I'm not investing in Rivian. I'm just kind of like talking out loud basically. But same thing with Tesla. There's already a cult following behind this. They've already got their systems and ramp ups set up for all their other models. So I don't think it'll be too hard to get that going for the Cybertruck. I mean, and now it's just really if they can actually get that thing out there, right? And so that's really like just the delayed ramp up has basically affected things downstream basically, right? So they started sending out, they've had difficulties delivering vehicles to their customers, since initially some people were expected to get them in April and May. Now, it's pushed back to August, September, October, December, and we've kind of experienced that with Polestar 2, right? So there's a few people, or we've talked about Polestar, about having to get their orders delayed and also having to redo or their orders, right? So some of their orders got canceled and they had to redo them. So I think that's pretty much normal across the board for a lot of the electric vehicle companies. But it's good to see that they did get their revenues in there and they maintain their guidance. So that's good because it's showing us that there's still demand for electric vehicles, basically. There's one other article I want to read, I guess. Is it this one? No, this one is jumping on the climax bill. I kind of glanced through that one, but this one's kind of contradicting, I think, because I don't think Rivian gets up. They're not eligible for the climate bill, like because their vehicle is more expensive. I think that's what we read last time. Let me see. So Inflation Act aims at extending a $7,500 tax credit for vehicles since 2009. However, the consumer tax credit for purchasing an electric vehicle will not be applicable for new cars that are priced over $55,000 and SUV pickup trucks that are over $80,000. So Rivian's, I believe, is over $80,000. So we talked about that last time, and so I'm not exactly sure why Rivian was up that day. This came out just a few days ago, so August 9th. So that was the only thing. I think it was just not really going off, maybe just a sympathy play, but they're obviously not going to get this tax break, this tax credit break. I don't know how much the F-150 is. Do you guys know how much the F-150 is? So, yeah, I don't really, the Inflation Act, I don't even care for it too much. It's just corruption, I think. So we're not going to talk about it. I think that's all I have on Rivian, though. Do you guys want to take a look at the chart? I don't think it's really down that much after hours. It's only down only 40 cents. So this was just an easy seller's market for people to sell their covered calls or sell their puts and stuff. People collected premium on this, and I think we've talked about that in some of the other streams. I was like, this is gonna be a trap. I didn't have the dry powder to play it, but I was not gonna play it anyway because I just knew it was too good to be true, right? So we kind of talked about that on some of the other streams, but there's not really any there wasn't really any earnings today that are like popping, right? Like any like interesting earnings. So all eyes were going to be on Rivian. So I just felt like it was just an easy trap for people to like FOMO and then just be disappointed. Basically, that's how I anticipated it. That's how I read it, and I'm glad I didn't play it. I don't know. Did you guys play Rivian? There's a couple people that follow me on Twitter. They said that they ended up not playing it either. So that's good. People didn't get screwed. Obviously, there's people that did buy it because there was tons of volume on it. We can look at the flow in just a second. But yeah, like when you look at the earnings for today, Thursday, there was really nothing out there. So let me do that here. But yeah, it was just Rivian, Illumina, which I was not interested in playing, but I wish I did play because it was down like 20% after hours. And then I think everything else just yeah, there's like all eyes were on Rivian, so that's why I was like, it's, you know, it's just gonna be a trap for people. And even if I had the money, I wouldn't have played it. But tomorrow, I think will be the real post earnings run up, post earnings dump. We'll just see how the market reacts, which I guess once I want to takes me to the next thing I want to talk about is just the overall market, and then we'll also talk about Polestar if you guys want, or we can cover Polestar. I don't know, what do you guys want? And yeah, this thing, what is this? This is a SPY. Obviously I'm not the best charter and stuff, but I did notice once we had this ascending trend break, I did say, you know, we're coming down, fill the gap here. And right now, oops, what the hell is that? Okay. I'm just trying to get rid of those, but it's not letting me. All right, so let me try to do this again. I'm just gonna clear these out manually then, I guess. Anyway, right now we're in like a no man's land. We filled the gap below, but we do have a little bit more downside. One thing I want to note, oh my god, I keep doing this shit. I was gonna say, the one thing I was gonna know is tomorrow we have some index or some inflation numbers coming out for Michigan. We also have, let me see. I took a look earlier. Let me read these out for you guys real quick. I posted it on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me, take a second to follow me on Twitter. It's not much, but it's honest work here. So if you guys want to follow me there, you can. Let me find this calendar stuff for you guys. So tomorrow we got, this is today. Tomorrow there's like something that comes in like way before market opens. I think it's, gotta do this by US export. Oh yeah, the export price index and the import price index. So that's semi-important. So that'll come out 7:30. And then we have the Michigan consumer and sentiment, the consumer sentiment and expectations. So I think that's definitely going to drive some of the market because we got the inflation and everything. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, let me go back to the chart real quick and take a look at this. So if you zoom out, basically we've been in this ascending wedge here, basically. This is what I've been noticing. And yeah, we kind of basically bounced off perfectly. If you've had this charted up here earlier, we've been following this line pretty nicely. So we got to this level here and got rejected. And then we have the one to the bottom and here. So we could just depending on which time frame you're actually looking at, we could pull back a little bit. This is on the 1 hour. The 200 moving average is down here, so I doubt that's something we retouch, but we could redo 417. Juan, what's up? How's the AMC looking? Actually, I have what's his name? Trippy. He was I gotta undo this stuff. I hate getting so far ahead of myself because then. Oh, well, this is the GME chart. AMC looks good though. We were talking about a cup and handle here, basically. Sorry if I'm diverging. We have a cup and handle though. If anybody needs some tea. Yeah, so the breakout would be like this distance here. And that would probably be to the upside. So probably $28, I would say. We can actually do this more accurate if you want. Let me do this accurate. I'm gonna clear this out. So it would be, do this real quick. Let me actually update this because I don't want a 3. I'll take a 2. Give me a 2. The distance would be like from here down to here, and then you put that here. So yeah, about 28.40 or something like that. TGL low of 455 and rent to 19. Yeah, I told you we're not gonna cover those IPOs, man. Don't bring those pump and dumps. Yeah, it kind of tilted me yesterday because you said don't put words in your mouth, and I'm just not gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I already told you that's not my style. So I'm sorry, man, but I'm not gonna cover those stocks in here anymore. But yeah, AMC looks good, man. And actually, probably GME can follow actually as well. Yeah, we talked about this cup and handle last time. So basically, it could be that AMC is lagging. GME already had their cup and handle. They're retracing. I think the main thing is basically getting back above $40. Some people are saying that GME actually looks stronger, but I actually like AMC a little bit more, I would say. What do you think? Juan, you still holding or not? And sorry, NASCAR, man, I'm not putting up with it anymore. You said I was putting words in your mouth, so I really don't even want to bring that stuff up. So, I mean, you can bring some other stocks, but yeah, just don't bring your IPOs in here anymore, because I'm not going to deal with it. Well, at least you won't put words in my mouth anymore. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, I've been telling you it's not my style, so it is what it is, man. I don't know, I can't help you with it. It's just a pump and dump. We saw it. We saw it with what was it called? MGAL or whatever? Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about this shit. We can talk about other stuff, but I know that IPOs is your stuff, so I don't know if I can really help you, man. And I basically lost my whole thesis now. What was I talking about? I do have Polestar info that I wanted to cover. Yeah. Oh, Polestar. Yeah, so yesterday, what did I say? I do have one article on Polestar, but it's not much. We did talk about this potential head and shoulders pattern, and we were saying that if it breaks like 950, then we'd probably come down and touch this ascending support. So yeah, sickle rally to close PSNY. Yeah, what happened? I don't know what happened with, sorry, I'm like going all over the charts right now. I'm just trying to clear some stuff out. What happened with Polestar? The volume is still not great though, right? It's only, well, it is actually pretty good, more than average, but it's still not. We gotta, I guess, keep continuing to see momentum. The one thing that's bullish for this, I guess, one thing is it didn't break down. So the head and shoulders, when you don't break a head and shoulders pattern, then it usually does the same return to the upside. I think that's what I read. So the head and shoulders pattern would be like from here, right? And when it gets basically rejected, then that would be to the upside. And so that's basically somewhere to where we're got. So what did that be, like 1020, which is actually a pretty historic level for us, I would say. Eddie said PSNY. Yeah, volume is still thin for that kind of bump. What happened today? It's going to hold that 10. So the only reason I wouldn't take $10 so seriously is because it's like after hours. So tomorrow it can open back up like, you know, down at these levels. Because after hours there's like, let me see if I can pull up the volume. Yeah, the volume's just, I don't know if it was like anticipation for Rivian's earnings or something. But yeah, it's not like the volume's still not impressive. It's still like down in these levels. It is what it is though. A no IPO zone. This is a safe space here for everyone. What do you mean, man? I'm just not gonna cover that stuff I told you. Bro, dude, we can talk about anything, just don't bring that shit in here anymore. Pant, what's the prediction for it? Pant, is that a ticker or are you trolling me right now? Are you talking about AMC? Why not talk about the biggest intratrade gainer in the US market, regardless of, because I know what it's worth. I know it's a pump and dump. I'm not gonna bring that shit on my videos. What do you, I don't understand. Like it can be hype like for a week, and then in a week when somebody watches this video, it's gonna be at $2. So what's the point of me talking about it? Let's talk about stocks like that matter, right? I'm not saying like this is going to 20 tomorrow or something, or I'm not saying like, but these are like actually they have business. I don't even know what the fuck MedGel does, right? So why am I gonna even talk about it? Or if it's something that I know about, like Boeing or something, somebody wants it covered, I'll bring it up. If somebody wants to talk about AMC, I'll bring it up. If it's something that I don't know about, or even if I don't know about it, but it's something like somewhat legit, it's not like some pump and dump, then I'll talk about it, right? So there's people that talk about Celsius. I never heard of this company, but we looked at it. It's like, it's got a product, it's doing something, right? It's not just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to bring something that's, what's the one that you talked about? TGL? Yeah, what am I going to say about this? Does it even have a website? Treasure Global. What do you want me to talk about this? What can I tell you about it? That is gonna keep going up? Like, what's up? What, their fucking website doesn't even load. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, what am I gonna say about this? Bro, there's tons of companies that can go bankrupt, so I don't even know what the deal is. It was just yesterday you said that I put words in your mouth, so don't bring your shit on here no more then. Because obviously every time you come on here, you fucking just put it on here like, hey, this one was up 100%. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't. AMC might be a pump and dump, but it's got a movement at least. Redbox doesn't have a movement. Mangel doesn't have a movement. So, like, after a week, where this shit's gonna be at? $2? $3? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to tilt. I just, it's like every fucking day. So it's done, bro. It's done. PSNY. Oh, my bad. Okay. What's the price target on this? So actually talking about cup and handles, we were talking about a cup and handle on this one too. So AMC has a cup and handle. This one might have a cup and handle, and it looks like it broke out, right? But even on top of that, it looks like a bigger cup and handle, and it looks like it's breaking back out. I don't know why my shit's fucking up today. So usually Control Undo does it, but it's not doing it today. So that's it, NASCAR. I know. Go ahead and hit the dislike button if you want. I'm sorry, dog. I thought we were cool, dude, but obviously we're not. You got tilted yesterday on some shit I said, so I'm gonna keep doing me. You're gonna keep doing you, so it is what it is. I don't mean to tilt on anybody or break out on anybody. I just... HKD is an IPO that's trading at 214. Yeah, you think it's gonna hold there, or what's up? Or is it gonna come down? Honestly, I don't even know why I'm still talking to you about that shit. Everything you talk about is pumping dumps. This is what I wanted to bring up. This is Hertz for Australia, basically. So I think today, this is actually not the right article, but I had a couple articles. This is a better one. I highlighted. See, I usually take the time to highlight some shit for you guys. But Hertz has confirmed that we've already known about the Hertz deal basically, but they're basically now talking about Australia by the end of 2022. So just more exposure, because I don't really think Australia is a big market for them just yet. They've got like what 500 vehicles or something out there. So yeah, it's gonna be basically part of the little 65,000 deal that they made. Some of the cities, I guess you can say, is, I can't even read some of these. Sydney, Melbourne. Here's a list of the full cities there. So that's just good for. It's nothing big, but it's just, you know, reassuring the relationship that we have with Hertz and stuff. I don't know if you guys saw this. This came out yesterday, I think, maybe before or after I got off. Hertz is committed to setting the standard for future mobility. I don't really know if I believe in Hertz as an actual company, but as long as, you know, we get the revenue and stuff, then, you know, we don't really care. They're definitely bouncing back. What's the other car rentals? Enterprise, I think they have Polestars on there now. The one that I really do like is Uber. The partnership with Uber, like that's just beauty, you know. And actually, Uber, I think they're really good on earnings. So anything like if the market stays strong or whatever, then Uber is definitely still gonna keep going. Actually, I had a bad day today, but still. We're thrilled to be partnered with Polestar on an exciting premium EV to the Australian market. So yeah, I think that's all I have on Hertz and Polestar. I think some people want to take a look at some of the short interest. Let's take a look at that. It probably hasn't changed much, honestly. But if anybody can answer the reason why we started running up at the end of the day, I'd love to know. I think it has to do with Rivian and just because I think I saw Lucid do the same thing at the end. Where is the short interest? Might need to just click here and then go from there. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. Check it out. 18 hours ago. So there hasn't been any shares available. Yesterday yesterday we looked and it was 70,000. Can you guys see it? Sorry if I'm zooming in too much. The short interest fee hasn't changed anything. They're still short in about half of the normal volume, so like 900,000. I do want to see the overall volume for Polestar today. But yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Financials. Where's the historical data? So yeah, these were just outliers for some reason. This 900,000, the 1.1 million thousand, they were outliers. But nothing impressive like Invest Money said. I would say we need like what, 3,000? I do got a non-IPO play. Yeah, we talked about that one yesterday. Invita. Where's it at today? Wasn't it up yesterday? Yeah, it's down today. Damn. Sucks. Where do we go from here? What do we do? What do we do with this, man? Help me out. What am I doing with this? Like, I'd much rather talk about AMC because it actually has a nice little community. Some of the people are toxic, let's be real, but uh, there's some people that actually like believe in this stuff, and I don't bash him for it. I just don't like the CEO, like Adam Aaron. He's a snake, right? Am I right? I don't want to diverge too much from what this was like a EV Polestar update or something. So if you guys have EV plays, let's talk about Lucid, for example. Lucid, I think I'm bearish on Lucid, and we can look at some of the flow for this, but we've talked about this yesterday. Head and shoulders pattern here forming, and really you can't see. I know my lines don't look right. They look right on a smaller time frame because the candles are more accurate. But yeah, it's a head and shoulders pattern, what it looks like, and then we retested it, and it looks like we're pulling back down. So closing under $18 is or just staying under 18, then we'll probably come back down and test some of these lowers. But I think in the overall picture, like I said, it looks like a head and shoulders pattern. So the breakdown is gonna definitely come down to like $15, I think. Especially with some of the market kind of weakening. I know it's still early to say that, but I don't know if you're trolling NASCAR. I do have an EV company I'm invested or interested in, but it IPOs tomorrow. What's the ticker, man? Yeah, so it's gonna come down to this level-ish, I think. That's just my thoughts, though. So, and even, yeah, like $15. I would say $15 is a good area. So usually, like, I would say if it comes down 100%, $15. But usually I like to take profits like 80 or 85% of the pattern, because you never know, and none of this stuff is guaranteed either. What's the ticker for it? I'm gonna put it on my watch list. There, I'm gonna put it on the watch list. I'm sure it's gonna make money, but I just don't wanna bring it up, you know. So I'll put it on the watch list for myself personally, and I'll be thinking about you too. So this is Lucid. I feel like I've already talked about everything I needed to talk about. Yeah, cuts annual earnings. Why do I feel like you're trolling me, NASCAR? Forza, that feels like is that the game? I guess on other EV related stuff, I did have this, which is I know some of you guys follow Arrival. I don't know if this is still a pre-revenue company, but basically, they had earnings. Tip ranks Lucid $12 for real. Yeah, I don't believe in Lucid honestly. After their shitty earnings or their disastrous earnings, I'm gonna try to keep it PG in here, but yeah, I don't really believe in Lucid. Their guidance was just so bad. Orsa, look it up. It's making boats. Tip ranks is $12 for Lucid. Yeah. What do you guys think about Arrival? This thing, where's it at now? I think it's like at $2 or $3. $1. Damn. This is probably going to get acquired or go bankrupt. Because I don't think they have revenue on it. Oh no, their earnings isn't even up yet, is it? Was it today? Yeah, it was today. Let me look it up real quick. Arrival SA. Here's the report. Arrival to earnings, EV van production starting with new sources of capital. What does that mean? New capital? Are they diluting or what? Reported its Q2 earnings this morning, announcing several significant milestones. You know, this company actually was really interesting back in the day, back in the SPAC hype. It's not so much. It was just early EV hype, right? When Hyliion and Workhorse, everybody just there was like not that many EV startups publicly traded, right? So everybody was flocking into everything. And Arrival was a SPAC, and then everybody started buying because you could basically just buy a SPAC, and then you could buy a SPAC and it would just go up to 20, and then you could sell and make money. This is weird though. Yeah, so Arrival went up to what was it like $20? No, this one went up to 37. Yeah, so and it's at $1 now. So you have to like what do like a 30,000% to get your money back. It's sad. We are on different times now, so this is interesting. I didn't know that Arrival partnered up with Uber for their Arrival car, an EV built for ride sharing. Another company that does the ride sharing car model or whatever is was it Canoe? Um Analyst Carvana? I like Carvana actually. Didn't it get dumped though? It did pretty bad on earnings too, but it ran up because I actually traded it. I didn't hold into earnings, so I didn't make the gains that I needed to. But yeah, what is that 50 now? This thing used to be like at 100, right? Or something. I like Carvana, CarMax. I think it's a yeah, there's really no resistance here, is there? That's crazy. I don't know if it keeps going though, because markets, like honestly, I think market's gonna shift soon. We have data next Wednesday. We have the retail stuff. So I don't know if you guys know, but retail sentiment, retail sales, and all that's gonna come out on Wednesday, and also Target and Walmart report. So like things can flip like next week for sure. I do like Carvana though. Their earnings haven't been great. You can see they miss on certain things. Their earnings per share is usually what's been hitting them. So I don't know why they're not doing great on their EPS. But yeah, you should have bought this back in $20, right? You would have been up. What do you want me to analyze it as you want me to look at it as a stock like a trade, or do you want it to look at the fundamentals or what? Where's the resistance? The resistance is up here, I would say. There's a little baby resistance right here, but that's where it went up to. What's 55? I think it's still bullish. Um, just watching the EMAs, it's still bullish. Actually, this trend line looks better, honestly. And it might even be a channel. It's like price targets. What do you mean, like price targets? Like, where's it going in the next week or something? I don't know. I'm not the best charter, to be honest. I like to look at charts, but I'm not the best. This is what it looks like. It looks like an inverse head and shoulders here. And it kind of already broke out, honestly. So the distance for that was like here somewhere. So now it's pulling back. So I didn't see this back then, but that's what I would have seen here. Like once it broke out here, then the distance from here to here is basically your target. And now it's pulling back, but it's got support here. Like $50 is just support, and it's above the 50 EMA. This is on 15-minute. I like watching the 15-minute. I think it's still strong. Like I don't trust the indexes right now. What was it, SPY and stuff? It's like hella extended, I think. What do you guys think? Are you guys bullish on the market tomorrow or bearish? Friday, like I say, we have like data in the morning. Like I think before market opens, and then we have some more data like 30 minutes into it. I would just watch this channel here, honestly. We had the inverse head and shoulders broke out, retracing it, and if it can hold 50, then it'll retouch the 55, I think. What do you think? Hey, I'm the best. No, I'm not, dude. I've been taking L's, man. Maybe that's why I've been tilted recently, so I don't mean to yell at anybody, but I'm on some shit right now, so. But I'm still real, so, you know, I'm not gonna lie to people. I'll try not to. Nobody's perfect. This is Carvana. The other one is with Car Gurus. Didn't they report earnings? Yeah, this one took a dump. And actually I did talk about this one. So we had like a ascending wedge. I was talking about puts on this one. I didn't play it either again because there's just so many. I think there was this one. When did they report? Yeah, in the morning, right? When did it do it? I think it was Monday. Was it this week or was it last week? I don't remember when it reported, but I was bearish because I saw Carvana did bad, and I was like, even though Carvana went up for some reason, I was like, the earnings were bad, so I think just the auto industry was gonna be bad, and so it was just a gamble. What was this? They beat. I think maybe they cut guidance or something. I don't exactly remember what happened with car gurus. I didn't know it came down. It might be a better time to buy now, honestly. Like if I was to buy something out, I'd rather buy Car Gurus versus Carvana. Even though there's more hype on Carvana, I think some people made good money on it, right? Today, there were some people that made money. But this is like trading like near support down here. $20 really. Which could actually get ugly, right? So if it breaks 20, then it's gonna probably come down here. What do you guys think? Hellbiz? That's the short squeeze play, right? Is it a short squeeze? I know they make the scooters. Is this the scooter one? This used to be a SPAC too. I remember the SPAC days. Yeah, this one actually, yeah, this one went dumb as fuck, honestly. This was a SPAC back then. Then I guess it didn't go as well. It came down to 6, and then it did the post-SPAC squeeze. There was a lot of post-SPAC squeezes, actually. What was the other one? There's a one that went crazy. I don't remember, actually. Oh, Ironet was it. This one went dumb as well. But yeah, see, this is stuff I don't want to touch. But what did you want to find out on Hillbiz? Let's look at Hillbiz real quick. I had a 4% day today. Obviously, it's holding like its support right now, and also the 200 moving average. It's making like lower highs though. No, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. I was trying to do this. I was gonna say it's making like lower highs right here, and it's getting compressed basically, or consolidating, or however you want to say it. So what this looks to me basically is like it's a descending triangle, which is like a bearish pattern typically. So maybe like one more retouch of that, and then it breaks down, fills the gap down here or something. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I gotta fix my website, my TradingView. Usually I can undo, and it'll undo the stuff I just did, but fucking up right now. I don't know. See, now I gotta manually click up here. Wait, see, it doesn't work. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I think it's not even my keyboard. I think it's just the website's down right now. Damn, so hey, look, I didn't mean to diverge from too much. If you guys have tickers, definitely put them in the comments. The main thing I wanted to talk about was Rivian's mixed earnings. Like I said, where's the better article? This one's got the best stuff because it's got the key points at the top and don't spend too much time on it. So guidance, they maintain the delivery guidance basically, which is good. It just shows demand for EVs. Then their revenue was good. That's just probably because I don't know, did they up their price on their vehicles or something? But the bad thing is their outlook. They're just going to be burning more money because of like material costs and stuff. And then lower capital expenditures. So that's the overall quick breakdown of Rivian. And then also we had the Inflation Act, but that's not going to help Rivian because their car is expensive. So it's not gonna get any help from that. And then on Polestar, I was just gonna mention, you know, Hertz deal still, you know, in the books. And now they're adding this fleet to the Australian market, which has a few different cities that they're talking about. As today, it offers 70 cars spread across. So yeah, like again, like Polestar doesn't have a lot of vehicles in Australia. I think they had like 300, 400 last time we talked about it. Right now they have 70 cars. So honestly, there's not even anything to where they need to be, but it's just a beginning, you know. Everything has a beginning. And then I don't even know why I had this one. I was just curious what you guys thought about Arrival, but I think it might still be a pre-revenue company, so I honestly wouldn't touch it. Let me take a look at it real quick. Did they have earnings? Yeah, they don't have any earnings. Yeah, I wouldn't invest in pre-revenue companies. Like Elms was another SPAC. It's not even listed anymore. It got bankrupt. So yeah, I would just be careful. I will say Proterra is a really good one. This one works on infrastructure, batteries, and buses and stuff. This one's actually a really good company, and it's held its value pretty well. So usually $4 or $5 like that was a pretty good entry for people, honestly. And you see, it's been trading like I was trying to be patient to add shares around here. Anything around here I think is decent, just because this is not pre-revenue, so there's a difference, right? Earnings aren't as great, but their valuation isn't as bad. So what's their value right now? Market cap 1.5 billion, I think, and we can actually look these numbers up for you. Let me look at this real quick. And if you have any other tickers though, put them in the comments. But hey, look, that one that NASCAR was talking about trended. So this is full-year revenue, 242 million. You can look at some statistics. Like I said, 1.5 billion. I'm sure you guys heard of Proterra. It's a good one. Price of sales isn't as high as some of the other growth companies, and their balance sheet's not bad. Like 500 million. That's pretty good. Yeah, don't worry about margins right now. Margins for high growth companies it's going to be hard to get good margins on some stuff, but I'm not saying this stuff's not going to go bankrupt, by the way, but it could get acquired or something. But you know, I would definitely buy something that has revenue versus something that hasn't even had something in production or out in the field yet. Anyway, what did I say about Polestar for shorts? Interestingly enough, the fees staying the same. There's no shares available, so that's one thing to take into note. Volume did kind of pick back up, and I guess we can highlight the chart again in just a second, but 2.2 million, like my boy Invest Money said, it's still thin. So let's look at Polestar to see where we could be headed. I guess if this is actually a cup and handle, we could chart that out. We can just do honestly, here to here would be a cup, right? And so that would be a breakout, almost a breakout. So the cup formed right here, so we put it here. So like 1030, 1040, and that kind of helps us because the 200 moving average is here. So we could see that, and we just got to break out of like 10 and hold it. So what could happen, or what I think could happen, is yeah, we broke out into 10, but it's after hours, so you know it doesn't really mean much because there's light volume. For Polestar, there's always light volume, right? But come back down and then just claim that as a support, and then we can keep gassing on up, right? It's not going to be a huge move, but something's better than nothing, I would say. What's up? What's up? Yeah. Still tilted. I can't. Yo, Azoz AZOZ says 1250. Okay. The one thing, I haven't actually compared, but the market caps, I haven't looked at market caps anymore. Obviously, TradingView is still wrong because it's not 4.4 billion. It's like 18 or something. Is it? It's probably like 17 or 18 or something. Let me look on Weibo real quick because I think they have their data updated. Peep it real quick. PSNY. It's 21 billion at. Oh yeah, well we're back to $10. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we're back at 21 billion, and right now, Rivian is trading at like 34. Let me peep that real quick. Yeah, and we have more revenue than them. I'm actually, I think the biggest catalyst for Polestar right now, and I know I cover like little news and stuff, but cup and lug target. What? I was gonna say, I know I cover some baby Polestar news, but the big catalysts are gonna be the earnings for Q3, and then obviously the Polestar 3 like reveal premiere or whatever event that they have for it. Those are gonna be hype, and maybe there's something in between, like maybe leading into it. Other than that, Polestar really doesn't get like many partnerships, right? So like they like to stick to themselves. They have a few partnerships, right? But it's far in between or whatever. Mainly it's just Volvo. They're doing their own thing, which is good. And they're not like building out factories and stuff. They're using existing infrastructure. So I don't know. Polestar's being slept on, and I think it's a good long-term investment. It's not a it's obviously not a day trading, I don't think. But let me look at the Rivian right now. Has 35 billion market cap, and then Lucid, I haven't even looked at Lucid's market cap, but I think Lucid will come down to $15. 30 billion. So from 30 billion, we can go up what, like half. So this could be worth at 15, about 15. So we can get another 10 billion market cap in here. I think another let's just say another $5. Yeah, it would be another $5. I'm dumb as fuck. It'd be another $5. So 15, and I think that's like being like fair. If Lucid sticks at 18 or $20, then I think I think Polestar can hang around 13 at least. So 1250 is not bad. 13 to $15. Let's just say that. Cup and handle though. Yeah, this was the cup and handle I was seeing. Did you pick up on this cup and handle? I don't know. Maybe you saw this before, but yeah. Yeah. So initially yesterday, well, a couple days ago, I was noticing that it had the head and shoulders pattern here, right? But I think that's scratched out already, basically. See, I don't know why it does that. My thing, I used to be able to delete these like with the undo command, but now I can't. You said breakout though, what, or lug? Not sure what you mean by that. Lucid, Rivian. Oh, so just to give you guys an idea on Rivian real quick. I think I've had this in a wedge, unless I cleared the stuff. Yeah, this kind of used to be, and I post some of these charts on my Twitter. So I think you said, oh, you think the cup and handle target's $12? Yeah, maybe I can take a look. I thought it was like 10 on the small cup and handle. So some people like measure the distance for the breakout differently. I like to be conservative, so I usually try to give it like the shortest distance I can. So like I can pull that up for you though. This actually isn't even right. I think I had it like this or something like that. I think I had it like this. And it was, yeah, it's just been hard to. So we can come back down to 36 tomorrow. I think I'm gonna maybe get puts on Rivian tomorrow because the market's gonna be weak, I think. And let's just talk about the market too, actually. And another reason why I think the market's gonna be weak is because I got some calls on SPY. So I know for a fact we're gonna be red. I have the worst luck. This thing has just been insane. And actually I just kind of noticed it. We've been doing this thing. So actually, we could run up to like 428 and then consolidate. This is and see, I hate that I keep forgetting I can't do that anymore. I was gonna say the one thing I like about the breakout, like I know no, I'm a bear, so don't get that wrong or don't get that twisted. But I'm a bear, but this consolidation here was good and it's bullish, right? So we held the monthly here, which is like 410. So we consolidated a few days, right? How many days was it? And then we broke out. So that's actually like solid growth. Like, you know, like I know the market's rigged. I know. I'm a bear, so if I could be bearish, I mean I am bearish, but if I wanted the market to go down, I definitely would. But it's not doing it, so we're gonna have to adjust. But this consolidation here, and then it did the opposite, right? Consolidation, and then it did the opposite. So it was a pretty nice run to the on both directions, right? After you have a nice, you know, time frame of consolidation, you have a big move to either one direction. So that's why I think 428 can be in the books, 430, and yeah, I'm gonna clear this. I don't know what I'm gonna do because now it doesn't let me do any of the stuff I like. What was the other thing I had one other thing I wanted to talk about. Damn, I forgot. Shoot. Do you guys have any questions? What was it? It was something that I was talking about. Oh, I was gonna show you the distance of the cup and handle. Pattern distance. Let's just see it, because some people measure it differently. I like to, like I said, I like to be conservative, and I like to take profits before it completes and stuff too, if I get the chance to take profits. So yeah, so some people like measure the distance from the cup here and then add it to the top. And then I saw some other people, this is what I do. I do the distance like from here, right? But then I put it at the bottom of the handle. So I'm just more conservative. So here, like, that's not a good example. But that's just me being conservative. Yeah, see, this is a good example. Cup. Oh, is it? Yes, I might. Do I zoom in or something? Okay, so the distance, they don't put this distance. Oh, they do put it up here. Okay, so maybe I'm an idiot. I'm still conservative though, so let's go back and do it the way you did it. PSNY. So if we're gonna do it your way, then we're gonna get a further price. But I just don't like to get people hopeful, you know. Let's make sure that's good. Yeah, we're legit. So cup and handle. Mine is what, like 11 bucks? 11, 15, 11, 20. What are you thinking? I'm pretty sure there's one. I'll find it. Maybe I can't find it right now, but I thought the distance. So here's one. So the cup depth is here. There's a good picture. So there's like different ways you can measure this out though. Yeah, nice cup brewing there. Where's it at? I just saw that picture. Here we go. So cup, and then they add the handle distance here. Right? Or you could even start it here. But they don't add it to the top. Because then you missed that distance there. I don't know, but I think that's, I mean, so you can chart it up either way. Like I said, I like to be conservative. I don't want to get hopeful and stuff, and I don't want to mislead people either. And patterns don't always work out the right way either, so don't think this is guaranteed stuff. This is just stuff that I see. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't have anything else on the cup and handle. Polestar, let's see if they have the data updated on Polestar here. Yeah, they have something here. There's no data. It's statistics. Short percent of the float's only 1.84. Oh fuck. We got game. Anybody watching football tonight? We got the Ravens versus the Tennessee Titans. I'm a Ravens guy, so woo Baltimore, you know. I'm gonna go watch my game. Cash isn't awesome, but it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Prices sells. So everything's expensive. I mean, what? But see, this is what's beautiful. The revenue, my guy. So chill out. People like dissing on Polestar. They don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, growth is still good. 500% from 2019. 100% this year or last year. And today or this year, we're going to do what, like 2.6 or something? I don't remember, honestly. They cut back on their guidance, though, their forecast to 50,000. So the revenue might come down. I think there's a presentation out there. I'm not going to search for it right now, but you guys can look that up. And I got to cut this out. Oh, we can actually do some flow. Let's look at some flow if you guys want to. Polestar. Oh, there's only calls for 9. Oh, this is... Okay. Let me take this off. Let me just delete the whole filters that I have. I was running something earlier. I was doing some... Let's just not have any filters. Polestar, no filters. Let's see what's coming in. We got 85% volume. Ooh, spicy. Look at this. $14 for next week. $10 or 10, yeah, $10. They're buying them for 10 cents. Ooh, okay, $14. All right, let me bump up some of the premium. This is like baby money. It's like $200. So let's do like 1K. See if we get anything. We're getting a little bit. Let's do 2,000. Damn. Let me check. Okay, so now we're starting to see the bearish flow come in. Sorry, I was checking my phone. 812. This is for this week. So maybe somebody has something going on. They got these in early too. They were 6 cents, and then so maybe tomorrow we have a nice little run. I'm going to cut back some of the data expirations just because I don't really want to see next year or something. So I'm going to do like 65 days. They're buying 12.5 puts. Let's look at the open interest on these. So these are already, they've been out there. They're puts. Even though they're buying these, I think they're probably closing these because they already have, these contracts are already out there. So it's, even though it looks like they might be buying puts, it might be them buying them back. But does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Or they might be closing them or something. And you can see they're selling puts, which is both bullish, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm bullish. $9 calls. These are probably the ones that people are mostly interested in because it's already in the money. They're a little bit more expensive. So what? That would be $9.62 from $9. They're already actually in the money. They're actually break even right now. Like if they were to expire today, this is what's interesting. They sold $9 20K premium in this. Let's go look at the overall. And then these were coming into the 14s. You guys saw the 14s earlier. Yeah, 5K. It's not a lot of money, but let's look at the most active chains. Cope. This is what's good here. We got a spike in gamma. We can look at that in just a second. So they're buying $10 calls. Those were the active ones. $14 calls too. These are actually interesting. So we got pretty good volume. They're the second highest, most active ones. And then the other ones, what were the $9 calls? Those were the ones that we just saw as well. Grab a seat. These are the biggest option trades for today. That $9 call that they sold. And it was like straight at the bid or the ask for it. Or, yeah. Let me look at the flow history. I just want to look at something really quick. 1 month, we're gonna look at total open interest, because total open interest, like what it tells me is basically that the more open interest there is, the higher move, you know, up or down, whatever it means. Like for example here, this is the price, the white's the price, and the open interest. When the open interest was high, you expected a bigger move coming down. Right now there's a bigger open interest, so now we're expecting bigger moves, I would think. I'm gonna take off flow ratio. I never use it. What's interesting is this huge gamma spike here, which is call buyers. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's bullish, but there's calls being bought or sold. And it's probably that 20K premium that we saw. This is nice though. So 143 calls or 143K in calls versus 85K inputs. That's good to see. On 30-day average, there's been more volume on the calls also too. So yeah, and then yesterday actually was the big day. It was like 86% bullish, which is kind of crazy because today we had that big day. Did we have a big day yesterday? I don't remember honestly. Let's go to the daily chart. Works right. No, we had an okay day yesterday. Today was the big day, and so yesterday is when they bought that stuff up. So see, that's kind of crazy, eh? So they bought bullish flow yesterday, and then we had a nice run today. So people buying stuff, closing out their puts. Actually, most of the volume was on the call side anyway. Sheesh. So sometimes, sometimes this stuff works. If you just look at it ahead of time, you can catch those runs. Or if you look at the charts and you see something. Sheesh, okay then. There's a link down there below if you want to check this out. We have a sell, but I'm not going to plug that up. Not today. Highest open interest is the 12s for September 16. Those actually might be the ones to get, actually. The 12s for September. When is the damn, it's in October. I was gonna say that's probably leading up to the there might be a catalyst from August to September. There might be a catalyst, and I think this thing's due for that short squeeze that we've talked about. I'm gonna add these to my watch list. The 12s for September 16. They're only 15 cents, and I know that's like kind of risky because it's like a 30% move. Well, actually, it's only a 20% move right now. I'm getting kind of anxious on this actually. Excited, not anxious, excited. PSNY, because I know the volume came down, the IV came down, everything just chilled out for a while. But then once that cools off, then you expect a bigger move again. So huge IV dropped, like that's on the current day, but just in general, where IV is like 76. And remember when I told you guys I was buying contracts with IV of 100? So yeah, I think this is nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add these 12s at 15 cents for September 16. There's a lot of open interest on these, mostly bullish. And then everything else, there's no interest in here for some reason. There's a open interest on the 12s on this end, but they're bullish, so it looks like they're selling those puts. And I think we saw an order like that, did we not? There was a September in here somewhere. There's $8 calls. Okay, nah, I thought we saw something for September. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna add these. I think they're pretty safe. 15 cents. I'm gonna add a few of those just to have them on there. And then there's more people adding the there's 12K on 12.15s. That's kind of bearish. Yeah. So short term, what I would do is just add these. Those are the ones that I would say. And I think that's it. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream, guys, because pretty much done with everything I had to say. And hope to see you guys in the next stream. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you have any thoughts on Polestar or any of these other companies we talked about, just leave them in the comments. Oh, I did forget. I had this article ready. Lucid has lost its luster after it cuts its production goals. Yeah, that's just what I was saying earlier. Basically, it shouldn't hold that premium that it does, especially since they did their guidance, and it's so bad, bro. It's so bad. But don't even want to cover this at this point. We've already talked about the chart. I think it might come down to 15, especially with the weakness in the market. So yeah, kind of just like everything lining up. And then Hertz deal. So I think that's about it, guys. Mainly the video was for Rivian. If you guys want to follow me, check me out on Twitter. They're pretty active, so hope you guys follow me there. Send me a chat or something. That's gonna be it though. If you guys don't mind, just hit the like button for me. Take time out of the day to do these videos and stuff. So you guys have a great evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Shout out to AZOZ for tuning in for a bit. NASCAR. I don't know what to say about that. NASCAR and Juan for sure. What's up, man? Invest Money, Eddie, and Joe. Yeah, appreciate you guys. So you guys have a great evening, and just stay focused, keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.